That's the rule or whatever.
Did they split? Did they drill? Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
I'm in there, but it don't say I'm virtual. So is it a way for me to share this shit? Give me a second, baby. Oh my prescription started. Oh my baby.
I hate to break it, but me and myself tough too. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB. I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. Shake a pig, told him all the way first from last. Little boy, that's
I'm
facts.
about to say somebody watching the shit. That's me. Almost there, bro. You're almost there, bro.
You good, bro? Shit, we have to wait for my shit to load. So shit, you good? I'm ready. Whenever you get back on again.
You fools hurt. Jesus will.
From from one of the loudest venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Houston Texans. It's been a rough year for folks all across this great country, but football's back. The Texans and Chiefs, 2020 season underway. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Watson again. This is Johnson. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. From the gun, a run for Johnson. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chiefs' 39-yard line.
Second down at 4. Running from the gun, Johnson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Down.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone get 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
3-yard line.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
Here now, the first NFL carry for the LSU man. It's Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Cunningham on the tackle.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough 30 yards for you when necessary.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Throwing is Mahomes on third.
Take it.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no.
Return comes Tom. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack.
Well, that blitz had no problem finding its target, did it? Zone blitz. So the defensive linemen drop out instead of rushing the quarterback, and you replace them with linebackers or safeties. Throws off blocking assignments and throws off the reads of the quarterback. And that makes it difficult to complete a pass.
2nd and 16. From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Watson off play action. Going deep here for Stills. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I was just throwing that bitch up. That was going to be like the punt. Appreciate that.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now a handoff, Johnson, and he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second and 12. Here's Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Out of the gun, Watson.
Somebody blocking. You ain't gonna block him, bro.
For a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Flying in to
Didn't
blow
let me
that
do
play off,
nothing.
Alex Okafor. Here's Brian Anger now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Mahomes now on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3-and-out. They're just looking for anything to grab on. He's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
You go back there, shut up, and then look around.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Off of play action, it's Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards to pick up there. The first down carry here for Johnson. And
they're killing them niggas in the middle.
Right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 44-yard.
2nd and 10. From the gun, Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And the line remains non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Watson now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Oh, come on, bro.
Kelsey is complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd down at 7. Here's Edwards-Helaire, and he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in week. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 55 yards, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, the game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the 1st quarter. But in the 2nd quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what?
Oh, that's interference.
Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson, sliding out of the pocket. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 11 yards there, 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Watson.
Come
Now a clash
on.
of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland.
So that's back-to-back drives.
That nigga didn't even try, bro.
Ordinarily, we look at the
He
offense
didn't
and say,
try.
what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
21 more yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
On first, here's Washington. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the 1st half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a capper there to a pretty good 1st half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And the 3rd quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They run from the shotgun with Washington. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
from just shy of midfield. Mahomes going deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 51 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Chiefs 17, Texans nothing. Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here comes Cobb. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's try.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now he's flushed out right. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
A 5-yard.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
This is Johnson. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 30-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there. And the Texans also get a new set of downs. On 1st down, Watson buying time to his left. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson escaping the pressure right. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Faking the give. Now Watson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It was Breland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. To throw is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. The ball is out. Watson lost it. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. You know that they were thinking second half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
Now Mahomes. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Change.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
22-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're back now in KC. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. A shotgun snap for Watson. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that's a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Watson lost it. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Watch out for Hill on the return. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Or was it the line that jumped that time, the second level?
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. On the counter, here's Williams. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Darian Conley, the one to bring him down. No game. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 22. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On first down, it's Washington, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Chiefs on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings
Kelsey dropped that.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. From the gun, here's Watson. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the 50, it's Watson. Rolling to his right. And he's going to keep it here.
Oh.
And a flag comes in as that one falls in.
Across the line? Oh, okay.
So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
That
As they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Watson steps away.
Oh, why'd you go back that way?
It's caught inside.
That's still bullshit, though.
Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller.
I'm supposed to come back to the ball.
55 yards, and the Texans cut into that lead.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7.
Makes the score Chiefs 20.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
Kickoff for Houston.
And they recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry.
Smacked him on that one.
Yeah, then you stop that clock.
Makes it 3rd and 14.
Oh, shit.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Anyway.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. A throw he probably shouldn't have made, rolling left and then throwing back across the field.
And when you do that and you're rolling towards the sideline, you've cut down your field in a big way significantly. And the guys who play in the 2nd and 3rd level, those linebackers and DBs, they know that. And they know they don't have nearly as much space to cover. And they're hoping you try and throw it back towards the middle.
After the interception, here's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
1st down.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And Stills bringing it in. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down. Watson on 1st down.
Oh.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off here by Anthony
Oh, you gonna catch him? Okay, dude.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it,
That ain't who I was trying to throw that at too.
how they won the game.
It's like that shit perfect though.
The defense,
Now, if I would have had the Chiefs though, he would have just batted that shit down.
they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk
No
out
pick.
of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. P.J. Hall there to make the tackle. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Washington now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about right a finish to this one.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Good game, bro.
Yep. Good man.
Tonight's
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under.
Watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.